All right, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Time for more Dreamwalker. I know I talked about the final session being the finale. Um but one of our players has to leave early today. And so I didn't want to have to cut us off like in the middle of a final boss fight. So we're probably just gonna make this one a shorter session. Um, and then we'll do the boss fight next time. Um, because otherwise we'd be ending in the middle. It'd be kind of awkward. So we'll kind of what was once gonna be the longer kind of finale session will be maybe cut in half, and we'll do two shorter ones. So yeah, this won't be a long session, but nevertheless, it'll still be fun. It's always fun with this group. So, to get back into things, the party, having delved into the dreamscape of a young girl with the intention of freeing her from the demonic possession that is afflicting her, um, the party has found themselves at the deepest layer of the dream, which is, of course, the nightmare. And after making their way through the nightmare, they found themselves at Midnight Hill Orphanage, a mysterious old manor that seems to be linked to Elizabeth, the girl who's possessed, her past. After exploring the orphanage and making their way through to the top floor, the party has found that to progress through this orphanage, they have to find the sort of vestiges, the memories of the kids that were once at that orphanage, and help them overcome some of their past fears and trauma. So, after making their way through the top floor and finding themselves in the kitchen, um, they very quickly found themselves in a escalating situation where the cauldron by the fire jumped to life and began to rattle around, summoning hordes of little mushroom folk from every cabinet on every wall. And as those mushroom folk began to race towards the cauldron, the party was faced with what to do next. So let's get into that. Flip over to our other screen. Chibi, if you just showed up, for those who arrived slightly late, well, perfect. There's several people that are arriving late. So, for those who arrived late, this is not going to be the finale tonight. Just because one of our players needs to leave early, and I don't want to cut the finale in half at an awkward moment. So we're just going to end it earlier tonight on a nice kind of ending point, and then do the actual finale next time. So it'll be a shorter session today. So, getting back into things. Getting back into things. As all the mushrooms hop out of the crates and cabinets around the kitchen, um, you all find I forget who did the check. We can scroll up maybe. I think Bay did the check, the perception check, and Bay, you noticed that they were not looking to attack you. These little mushroom fellow. Instead, they seem to be focused on the cauldron itself. And so, as they all clamber from the cabinets and begin to race towards you, we will launch into combat. You guys rolled last time, and I've got those rolls saved, so we can just get right into it. All right. So, first act is actually Duja, who rolled that nat 20 on her initiative. Well,
And I'm in trouble. I don't have a lot of HP. Um, let's see. Maybe I'll go for this mushroom that's near me. I don't know if I want to get up close. I think I will keep my distance a little bit because I'm not looking too hot. I'm going to throw my... Oh, could hand axe work? I'm going to throw my hand axe at it.
very well.
For 23 to hit
23 does hit. Roll your damage.
and 7 damage.
All right. Yeah, your hand axe flies across the room and just kind of cleaves the entire kind of top part of its head off. The little mushroom now looking severely damaged, but
Let's go.
just barely alive.
Awesome. That'll be my turn. I'll keep put.
You do have multiple attacks. Don't forget that.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
As a level 5 barbarian, you can attack twice in one turn. So if you have more
Then
ranged weapons, you can keep going.
I'm gonna try and throw my javelin. That
At the
is,
same one.
yes,
Very well.
22 to hit
22 does indeed hit.
and 6 damage.
All right. So after your axe flies through the air and cleaves its head off, your javelin just pierces right through its stomach. And so your axe and javelin are lying kind of on the floor over here, in this square. But the mushroom himself just flops face first down into the ground and stops moving.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and use my movement and go pick up my stuff.
Very well.
Go, 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 go.
And if that's the end of your turn,
Mhm.
then that will next bring us to this Myconid here, who is going to check something. How many movement do you have exactly? All right, pretty speedy. Now he's going to move here, and then keep going and around the table and reach here. That's about as far as you can get. So that'll bring us to Bay's turn, who is similarly wounded. You're standing up on the table
Oh
on this
no!
kitchen counter here, Bay. What do you do?
Oh, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pop my totem. I'm gonna do my little Ursula, my unicorn.
Very well.
I can grab it.
Yeah,
I
you
always end
place
up highlighting everything when I grab it.
it. I can grab it if you're struggling.
I figured it out. You can't click the picture. You gotta click the word.
Yeah. So you can place it where you want it. And let me show you its aura, just so you know exactly where you want to put it. I think you'll be able to get a lot of people though. It's a pretty small room.
Oh yeah. It's just gonna be chilling in the middle of the room. Yeah.
Very well.
Okay.
We'll hide that.
And then
All right, a unicorn appears on the center of the kitchen counter.
I'm gonna run up on Duja. Ooh, hey. Oh, make sure I'm in it. I'm gonna run up on Duja. And I'm gonna cast my Cure Wounds.
All right.
And then everybody in the aura also gets... I'm usually more repaired. I'm not today. to my druid level. Okay, so everybody gets 5. You get 5 HP, guys.
Very well. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna go back here. And now I'm satisfied. But you know what? I lied. I'm getting on the table again. Now I'm satisfied.
Okay. I was just trying to see audio levels. I don't know if you're like maybe looking away from your mic or something like that, or if it's kind of moved slightly out of your face. Because I turned you up on my end, but I can't turn you up anymore. And you
I'm
seem a
sorry,
little more
guys. I
more
moved it
quiet than
closer.
other people. Okay,
Is it a
let me
little
just.
bit better?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Sorry.
adjust it now. Now it'll probably be extra loud. But
Sorry.
that's a little better.
I'll
Yeah.
talk while you get it. Alright,
Okay.
alright.
Perfect.
It's the best I
Thank
can
you.
do. Okay, bye guys.
All right. Then if that's the end of your turn, then we will move to this Myconid here, who is going to similarly race his way across the chamber. And that'll bring us to Irving's turn.
Oh my god, I've been waiting for opportunity like this. Okay, so I am going to get up onto the table, and then, like a lawn sprinkler, I am just going to start unleashing magic missiles.
Very well. I'm ready.
Okay, so it's third level, so there are 5 of them.
Okay, and
Two
then just
on each of
split them.
these.
Two,
Yeah,
two and
two on
two.
each of these guys, and 1 on this guy.
All right, 2, 2, 1. Roll them separately just because we were splitting them.
Okay. Oh god, there's gonna be a lot.
So rolling for this guy.
Okay, so 6 for him. And oh my god, I maybe I can just do this in here because that's gonna like completely clog the chat.
You can clog the chat.
And
Doesn't
then,
matter.
okay, so that's 7 for this one, and 2 for this one. So 6, 7, and 2.
Alrighty. That's quite a lot of damage.
Magic Missile is an incredible spell.
So it would seem. Alrighty. So that makes this one perfect. Alrighty. Yeah. Lawn sprinkler moment. Okay. So yeah, those bolts of magic fly across the chamber and they seek out those myconids and kind of knock them all around. They kind of go rolling across the kitchen tiles and then they slowly pick themselves back up. None of the ones that you attacked died, but these 2 fellows over here have just massive chunks missing from their spongy little flesh.
Cool. That'll be my turn.
Very well. Then that will bring us to this myconid here, who's going to sprint here and make it here. Oh, hang on, I forgot something. Let me double check something. I forgot to do something. There we go. Can you guys see the bar over the cauldron's head?
Yes.
You can? Okay. Good. That triggered. I forgot to do it, but that triggered when you killed that. Myconid. Okay. So this myconid makes it here. And just within range, is going to pop itself into the pot. And as it hops into the pot, you see the cauldron, the contents begin to bubble and boil. And then all of a sudden it just sort of explodes with this wave of sickly green poisonous magic. And that just explodes across the entire arena. So all of you are going to make a Constitution save. All right. It's 2 failures, 3 failures. All right, Deeja, let's see it.
Oh, fingers crossed. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
oh!
That is failures across the board.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
So that is going to be 6 damage for everybody. 6 poison damage. As that shockwave just kind of blasts you all, and you all begin to feel ill, as if you've eaten something spoiled. And that will be the end of that. Mike in his turn. Which will bring us to this Mike in it over here, who's just going to run his way over here. As he kind of rounds the table too. And that will bring us to Nightshade's turn.
I'm gonna use an Eldritch Blast on this little guy. Hopefully.
Very well. Uh, 11. 11 actually hits.
Yay! Okay, I was worried. I was like, no. Oh, another 11.
All right. You're aiming at the center one, right? So that will just kind of hit him
Yeah.
right in the head, and his head just kind of pops like a balloon and sends little chunks of mushroom flying across the kitchen.
Yeah.
Which will take another one off our counter here.
Let me see.
Anything else?
Am I able to use? Well, they're not really humanoids, so maybe not.
What were you trying to use?
I was trying to see if I could use hold person, but I think it says specifically choose a humanoid.
They're not exactly humanoid necessarily, but they've got arms and legs, and I'm sometimes willing to stretch it just to make the whole person a little more interesting. But I think for these purposes, since we're in a dream anyway, I'll let you do it.
Sweet.
Um,
Okay.
But of course, you'll still have to apply to the normal spellcasting rule.
Yeah.
So you've used your action on Eldritch Blast. So if you want it to hold person, you'll have to wait till next day.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then that will be the end of my turn for now.
Very well. That'll bring us right past one of the dead Mike in it, and right over to Duja, who, after being healed, is right back to feeling pretty sick.
I don't really have. Let's see, how far can I go?
You
I think I'm
you
gonna.
have picked up both of your ranged weapons last turn, so you do have those in your hands again.
Okay, I'm gonna go make some steps forward. It was right there. I'll go. Oops.
But yeah, this one is definitely kind of ducking behind the counter from you, so you're gonna have a hard time hitting him unless you get up on top of that counter.
Oh, I see.
He's kind of tucked in behind, underneath the table.
Oh.
You can undo that movement. I know where you are. You don't have to
Okay, it
commit
was
to it
like
yet.
right
You want
here,
to? Yeah,
right?
you were exactly there. So if you want to move somewhere else, you can. And you can hop that table. It's just a little 5-foot thing, so you can just kind of slide across it, knock the pig out of the way.
Okay, I think that's what I'll do. I'll slide across the table like a super cool, like a
Like a,
spy.
yeah, like you're going across the hood of a car.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We'll go. I think it was right here. Um, and I am going to throw out 25. I'm gonna throw my javelin.
Very well.
To this guy. Oops, this guy.
All right, go for it.
Oh no, that was 8 to hit.
The eight misses, so your javelin sails right past him and sort of skitters off the tiles and kind of slides, and it lands against the cabinet over there.
That's fair. I spent all my cool points on the table slide.
But yeah, you as a barbarian, you just permanently have 2 attacks now, so you can just go again.
I don't really know what else I have. My hand axes will reach.
I mean, you could always still try it, but you don't have to.
Let's see.
If it's out of reach, all that means is that you get disadvantage on it, but you can still
Oh.
attempt it.
Okay, then I might as well try. Let's go. It's at 25.
You have disadvantage on it, so you are going to have to roll one more time.
Okay. Okay.
And we'll take whichever one's lower, which will probably be the second one because you got that 20 on the first one.
The 15 to hit.
The 15 still hits though because these guys have a low AC.
Okay.
So you do still hit, but it's not a crit.
6 damage.
All right, then yeah, your axe just kind of whirls through the air and just hits him straight on, just kind of cleaves him in two, and the mushroom falls to the floor. So we'll say that your axe is sitting just kind of right here.
All right. And I think I'll enter my rage too, just in case.
Yep. Yeah, those 2 attacks are your action now. Both of those were just your action, right? So you always have your bonus action in addition to those. So you've got a lot more options now that you're level 5.
Okay, yeah, then I'll definitely go into my rage. My health is too low.
Yeah. For further reference, if you wanted to be like slightly more strategic about it, you could rage first because then you get the extra damage from your hits, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what order you do it in, right? So if you raged first, you'd get 2 extra hits. Now, it wouldn't have mattered on this guy anyway because he was already really hurt. But just for reference, the rage first will give you those extra couple hit points of damage, right?
Okay. All right, good to know.
All right. So let me just double check which ones are dead now so that we don't skip them. He's dead. And he's dead. Well, alrighty. Then that brings us right to Bay.
Alrighty. I'm gonna run up on Duja and cast Cure Wounds again. This time level 1.
Very well.
Oh, this second, whatever. Everyone get their +5, and then... Oh. He got... Where did I go? Where was I? Oh, well, this is... I'm just gonna stand here. I'm gonna attempt to shoot this one, but can I see him? If I crouch underneath the table, can I shoot his little body?
It's sort of like it's a counter, so there's like kind of a bit blocking him. You'll have disadvantage on it.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to shoot him
You shooting him with a bow? Is that what you're doing?
with a bow.
Very well.
I got a 5.
Yeah, 5 does not hit. So
I
your
didn't
arrow,
think so.
your arrow just kind of lodges into these barrels over here.
I'm gonna
with
flick
a,
off the thing.
thud.
I'm flicking it off. Alright, well, that's me.
Very well. Then that'll bring us right to Irving.
Okay. I'm gonna move over here and lob a firebolt at him.
Very
Sorry.
well.
25 to hit and
25
9.
does hit.
And 9 damage.
Alrighty, then your fireball, or your firebolt, you got me saying it now. Your firebolt slams into the Myconid and just kind of completely immolates him, and he just turns into a little pile of ash on the floor. So, be another point, couple points off. So as you see all the Myconids kind of fall to the ground, you kind of take a glance back at the cauldron, which looks slightly more rusty and kind of battered than it did when you first walked in. But you have no time to worry about that, because as you look at the cauldron, you begin to hear hissing all around you. And as you look around for the source of the hissing, you find 3 red poisonous snakes slithering their way out of the cabinets and crates. So, right back into the turn order. Irving, still your turn.
I'm gonna try the Cape of Chaos again, and hopefully it doesn't get too chaotic.
Very well.
So a 4 is
Is it a D6 or a D8? I forget.
lightning. It's a D8. Oh my gosh! Whoops. Okay.
I think we did that last time too. So. Alright, a 2.
Okay. Yeah, a 2. That's oil slick.
Is that the one that makes it
So-
fall prone?
Huh?
Is that
Yeah,
the one that
fall
makes it
prone.
fall prone? Okay. I don't think that's really gonna do much to a snake, to be honest.
Well, it gets me away from it at least.
As a trade-off, since it'll be kind of it will. What's the actual effect there? Read it off for me, just while I do that.
Okay. Let's see. You leave behind an oil slick as you teleport. Any creature within 10 feet of the spot you left must make a dex save against your spell save or immediately fall prone.
Okay.
Oh, you leave behind a reef of flame as you teleport. Any creature within 10
That's the next one. That should be
Okay,
different.
yeah, sorry.
The
Alright.
the oil slick one, since it can't
Mhm.
fall prone, but I still feel like oil would negatively impact the snake. So I'm gonna make it roll the save anyway. If it fails it, then we'll reduce its speed by 5 feet on its next turn.
Okay.
Just because it has to kind of worm its way out of that oil before it starts moving, so it has a little bit of an effect. What's your save?
My save.
Probably higher than a 7.
God damn, that's embarrassing. Where is it?
Nah, it's probably higher than a 7, so I think you got it. It rolled a 7,
yeah.
so it's not saving. I was just curious. We'll say that he's got a little bit something slowing him down. So he'll have 5 less movement on his next turn. Alrighty.
Alright. Then I'm gonna use that to teleport over here. Yeah,
Oh.
okay.
Alrighty. Is that all? You still do have movement.
Oh, yeah. Slide over table.
Fair enough. Okay. Then that will bring us right to Nightshade. So Nightshade,
Okey-doke.
you've noticed that a bunch of snakes have now appeared, and are similarly focused on that cauldron. What do you do?
Well, when in doubt, Eldritch blast it out. I'll try
enough.
Eldritch blasting. Which one do I want to blast in the face? Let's go for this guy. I think he's the closest. Yeah. Yeah, let's go for this one up here.
Very well.
18.
18 does hit.
And 9.
All right. Your bolt of purple light flies across the chamber and slams into that snake, which kind of wriggles and squirms and hisses wildly. It's still alive, but it's taking some damage.
Okay. I know that I summoned Ribbon last time. I didn't know if I was able to summon Ribbon again or if I needed to have rested between fights. Don't
Let me double
remember
check.
anymore.
Let me double check his writing. If it doesn't specify, that's fine. I think he's a 1 use per day.
It can remain outside the bottle for up to 4 hours.
Yep. Once used in this
Until
way of
next
living,
dawn.
be
Okay.
removed from the bottle until next time. So when you long rest, you get him back.
Okay.
But
Then
you still have all your other spells and stuff that you can use.
Yeah.
So I think the party probably wants to long rest after this anyways. You could just go nuts.
I don't
It would just have to
know.
be a bonus action. I don't know that you have a lot of that, so you might not be able to do much.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I don't think I really have anything I can do.
Fair enough.
Okay. So I'll go in there.
All right. Then that will bring us to this snake here. Who wants to check what your food is? He's going to slither along here. And as he kind of passes by, he's just going to take a bite at Bay with his razor sharp,
Oh.
venomous fang. Oh, I'm on the wrong piece of paper. That's why I can't see your AC. But let me just go for that to make this go faster for the rest of the fight. All right. That's gonna beat a 12. So
Oh.
that's gonna be. That's gonna be 5 poison damage as it sinks its fangs into your leg, and you feel that sickly kind of numb feeling spread up your leg.
Damage taken.
But that'll be all it does. It kind of stops on its way to the cauldron to get you instead. So that will bring us to actually this snake here, who has always been at the top of the turn order, but he just wasn't summoned yet. So he's gonna go over here, and he can get here. Oh no, he can't get here because he has 5 less movement, so he's right there. But that's all he can do. He's got no ranged attack. So that will bring us to Duja's turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna get close to the snake over here. And I'm gonna bring out Bark Splitter and hopefully do some damage to it.
Very well. You draw your great axe. which
Maybe not.
shines at the opportunity. You swing once and miss. What do you do next?
Let's swing again. Fingers crossed. Give me something good.
That'll do
24 to
it.
hit. Yes.
24
All
hits.
right.
So you bring Bark Splitter down on the snake. 15
15 damage.
damage against. All right, that's quite a bit of damage. You chop its kind of entire tail clean off, which squirms and then falls still. But the rest of the snake, though badly wounded, is still moving.
Snake soup for dinner tonight, guys. All right. I think that'll be my turn.
Very well. Then that will bring us to the one that. No, sorry. Wrong thing. Not right. There we go. Okay, that'll bring us to base turn. Sorry.
All right. I'm gonna bop the snake. I'm gonna shillelagh the snake. With an 18.
18 does hit.
With 13 bludgeoning.
All right. Yeah, you just kind of bash it over the head, and you hear a crunch, and that snake falls still.
Nice. And then I'm gonna healing word myself. Everyone get their +5.
All right, everybody heals up as your magic sort of
Back on the
emanates
table.
throughout the room, and then you hop back up on the table. Valid.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna do a little hop over the pig. And I'm satisfied now.
Yeah, you make a hop over that kind of sickening-looking spoiled meat, stench filling your nose, and you make it to the other side without tripping too badly. And that's where you end your turn. And that'll bring us to this snake here, who I believe can actually make it here in a single turn. So this one is just going to hop itself right into the pond. And that'll be another con save from everybody.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right. Are we missing one? We need one from Duja still.
Oh, she said BRB. I don't know if
Oh,
she's B.
I see. I'll roll it for Duja. Duja has a +6 though. So. Oof. Okay. Well, not a good roll. I feel bad now. That was a 9. I'll just write it down so I can remember. Oh, you're back? Duja,
Yeah.
just to update you, I rolled on your sheet for you because everybody was making con saves again.
Oh, okay.
You got a 9. Apologies for that. I feel like it was my fault, even though it was random.
No, it definitely would have happened if I did it too. Not gonna lie. That's
Probably.
fine.
All right. So, that's two saves from Nightshade and Bay, and a failure from Irving and Duja. So, that's going to be 6 damage for Duja and Irving, and just 3 for Nightshade and Bay. Poison damage, of course. As the cauldron boils, bubbles, cooks that snake, and then bursts with another wave of poisonous magic. But that'll be the end of that snake. And that will bring us to Irving's turn.
Gonna try. Let's see. I'm gonna try chromatic orb on the remaining snake.
Very well.
Can I see him from here?
Yeah, you'd have to maybe get a little bit closer if you didn't want him to have cover. If you wanted to remove his cover, you'll have to move maybe over like here.
If I move out of this thing's range, it doesn't get like AOP, right? It's like
It's just kind of like
not moving at the moment.
It's not hostile. It's just hopping around and boiling and bubbling. It's not doesn't have any weapons. It's not casting anything. It's not gonna AOP you. Don't worry.
Okay. And chromatic orb. That's a 20 to hit.
20 does indeed hit.
And 15 for damage. I can't say words today.
It happens to everybody. 15 against this fella. All right. Then yeah, that's you're doing fire, right?
Yep.
You picked the damage. Okay. Then yeah, that burns at the scales and kind of covers it in singe marks. The snake now very badly wounded, but still barely alive.
Okay. Then that'll be my turn.
Very well. That'll bring us to Nightshade.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm gonna go after the only guy that's left. So let's just try to finish him off. I'm
Right.
gonna just try for another Eldritch Blast here.
Similarly to Irving, you're gonna have to move a little bit if you don't want him to have cover advantage.
Oh, okay.
Because he's tucked down right in that table, so you just gotta kind of move a little bit to your right or hop up on the counter or something like that.
I'll just
Gotta
hop
do something
on
to
up
kind of give
here.
yourself a better line of sight.
I think I'm pretty good now.
That'll be enough
On the
to
table
do it.
with Bay, the unicorn. Okay,
Yeah, the height advantage makes you able to see him over his covers. So
Excellent. Okay, let's roll. Hopefully, it was worth the table climb. 17.
it was. That'll hit.
Yeah.
11.
11.
All right, then. Yeah, your bolt of Eldritch Light just slams into the snake, and it kind of curls up and hisses, and then just kind of dissolves into those little purple sparkles. As that snake falls dead. So just that. Still your turn, Nightshade. But just let me have the lair react to your action. So next to act is, well, not next to act, but as that last snake falls dead, you can see the cauldron kind of still looking more and more rusted, more and more battered, and then you begin to hear bubbling not just from the cauldron, but these bubbling and squelching noises from the north side and south side of the room.
Oh, I had a feeling this wouldn't be over.
And as you all look to the left and right, you see oozing out of the barrel to the north and the crate to the south. These massive poisonous slime. They ooze their way out and focus their attention on the cauldron once more. So back to your turn, Nightshade. You've used your action and you've used a bit of movement. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, I'm gonna stay on this table and I'm gonna hope I'm safe up here.
Very well. Then that brings us all the way around in the turn order and back to Duja.
All right. Oh, my stuff. I'll leave it there for now. I'm kind of scared, but I'm gonna go up to the guy and bark splitter him. I think that's my best bet. I'll go up to him and
Very well.
oh no, that one was 8 to hit.
Another 8 to hit. That doesn't hit.
Alright, let's try bark splitter again or not. That was another 8 to hit.
Another 8. That will also miss. You swing twice at it, but rather than connecting with the kind of solid bones that are inside the slime, instead you just meet the goop and have to kind of wrench your axe back out of it. And so you don't do any damage to the slime itself, you just kind of get your axe a little bit sticky.
I want to run away so bad, but I don't want him to attack me either. uh,
Choice is yours.
oh god. I'll stay. I'm gonna regret it, but whatever.
It's a brave decision. You will
I'll face the music.
I mean, what you're doing is, rather than just standing there, what you're doing is you're blocking the slime from making a beeline to the cauldron. So you are doing a brave thing, I think.
Okay, that's good reassurance. I needed to hear that.
Because if you reach the cauldron, then it would hurt all your friends too, right?
Yeah.
You don't want that.
All right. All right, that'll be my turn. I'll end it right here.
Very well. Then that will actually bring us, right to this fellow.
Oh.
Who unfortunately rolled a little higher than Bay. So he's going to pseudopod, which essentially means kind of form up its goop into sort of a little tendril and just kind of swipe the tendril at you, Duja. So that's gonna roll to hit. Your AC is 15, so that will actually hit you. Duja, how much? Just so your party knows, how much health do you have?
8.
What?
8 out of 55.
What? Where the fuck was I? Hold up.
You've been
Oh my god!
every time you heal, you guys have let one of them slip through, and so that's been undoing a lot of the healing. Duja failed both of the saves, so has been taking the full damage. So.
Oh my god, my bad. I'm sitting over here looking at. I thought you had 34 fucking HP. All right.
It's my bad. It's
Fuck.
my.
Can
I
know
blame the
everybody
dice.
else's HP?
You just
What's
started the
everybody
fight with
else's
only 10 HP, so
Fuck. But I had that.
You've been-
written down. Fuck.
yeah, you've been playing catch up basically the entire time, Bay.
Oh my god. Okay, well, dude,
so,
you're dead as fuck.
Anyway,
My bad.
total damage calculated is going to be it's gonna be 10 damage. And this is actually poison damage, so you can't reduce it with your rage, unfortunately.
Oh no. Okay. Well, that is goodbye.
So the pseudopod just kind of slaps you in the face with this slimy tendril, and you feel yourself become violently sick as you collapse to the ground.
My eyes turns to X's and I just fall straight back.
Exactly. And then it's just gonna kind of begin to move around the table towards the pot, but that's as far as it can get. It's a lot slower than the other creatures. Which will bring us to Bay's turn.
Oh my goodness. I see. I thought she looking great. I didn't pay enough attention. She just falls. I'm shell shocked right now. With that being said, this shell-shocked Bay is zooming towards Bay. Or, I call you my Bay. You my Bay now. And then, sorry, Tina. And then, oh, what's my highest spell slot? Okay, it's second. Okay, I'm gonna cure wounds you. That's all I can do for you.
Well, it will be enough. You kind of place your hands on Duja's head and channel your healing magic through her. So Duja, you kind of cough and spit out a bunch of slime, and are now lying on your back, staring at the ceiling. And
Duja!
a very upset Bay who's kind of kneeling over you.
I'm
What
back.
happened? What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
What the fuck happened?
I just suck.
Oh my god! Pat. Alright, I'm gonna look at the slime thing. I'm like, oh my god. Alright, I'm on edge now. It has frightened me.
Additionally, just for Duja's reference, falling unconscious knocks you out of your rage, Duja, so you're back to normal.
Okay, that's unfortunate. All right.
It is.
So, Bay, still your turn.
Alright. What did I just do? Yeah, that was an action. Can't do much, but Duja, pat your head. I'm gonna jump back on my table. You should join the table gang. And that will be my turn. I want +5. Sorry, Duja.
Very well. If that's the end of your turn, then that will bring us to Irving's turn.
Oh, okay, another chromatic orb.
Irving,
sorry.
things have escalated. What are you going to do?
Throwing as many chromatic orbs as I can at this guy, like, right in front of me. That's a 12 to hit. I'm guessing it does not hit
Against this one, sorry?
against this one.
It does indeed hit. These guys are huge. And they're not particularly fast. They got a low AC.
Ah, thank God. Okay.
Well, not really huge by D&D proportions, but they're big.
I am hurling a chromatic orb of ice that is going to deal 24 damage to this asshole right here.
All right. Hell yeah. Let me just double check which one it is. Mark it better. That'd be. All right. Then yeah, you hurl that orb and it just kind of spins towards him and slams into him, and you see just entire chunks of the giant slime begin to solidify and harden and freeze, and then those chunks just completely fall off the slime and just kind of sit there on the ground. And so it has just massive chunks taken out of it, and is looking really badly wounded, but is just barely alive.
It's still going.
Yeah, it's kind of struggling to move because it's half frozen, but otherwise it is alive, just very badly wounded.
Yep, screw him. He's not moving any further than that. Can I step on top of this little mushroom fellow right here?
Yeah, of course, they're tiny. They just barely reach the knee.
Nice. Okay. He's not getting through here then. And that'll be my turn.
Very well. Then that will actually bring us right to his turn. And he's going to kind of slip and slide his way toward you. And as he reaches you, rather than kind of continuing past you, it's going to just focus on the thing in its path and just attack you instead. And so it just summons up one of those little tendrils and swings it at you, trying to smack you with more slime as well. So that is going to be a dirty 20, which will of course beat you 13, and will deal That's going to deal 11 poison damage to Irving. So it just smacks you with that big tendril and just kind of coats you in poison as you feel that sickly feeling begin to bubble in your stomach.
I'm good. I'm still standing.
That's all it can do. So that'll bring us to Nightshade's turn. So, Nightshade, you've got slimes on either side of you, both approaching not only your friends, but the cauldron itself. One of them is pretty badly wounded, the other one quite healthy. What do you do?
I'm going to, first and foremost, I'm going to attack. Let's go and get rid of this one up here. You know what? I'll just do another Eldritch Blast. I mean, why have variety? when you can just Eldritch Blast everything.
You do have
right?
a lot of spells, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, you've been keeping pretty safe, so you don't really need to Hellish Rebuke, and you've got Poison Spray, which probably isn't a good idea against poison enemies. So you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a choice kind of between Firebolt for you and Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Firebolt has scaled up for you though, so your Firebolt is a 2d10.
Oh, it is. You know what? Let's change it up a little bit. Let's do a Firebolt.
Which could be quite low, but then again, so could Eldritch Blast. So like, you know, it balances out a little bit.
Yeah, let's just vary it up a little bit. Hopefully, let's just see how this works. 22.
22 to hit. That will hit.
Okay, and then I got 5. Oh well.
It's got a higher high end with Firebolt, but it also has a lower low end. So
yeah,
that's kind of the trade-off. You don't get the modifier on Firebolt, which is a shame, but you get the 2d10. But let's see, 5 damage. That will be just not enough. It's barely alive. You kind of melt a bunch of the slime, which kind of like liquefies and falls just kind of into a puddle on the ground. No longer able to kind of reattach itself into the main mass. But the slime itself is kind of now just like a little puddle of slime with actually let's reflect that with just a skull in the center of it. And so it's still barely alive.
For my last thing, I'm gonna move in front of this guy. Move down here. Block his path. Yeah. I figure if Irving's being brave, I can be brave too.
Very good. All right. So that'll roll us right back around to Duja. Now, Duja, you were lying on the floor, just suddenly wrenched back into consciousness, and now you're staring up at the ceiling. Got a little bit of slime on you, but not enough to hurt you. Just a little sticky. So what do? You will have to, if you want to stand up, you will have to use half your movement to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up. Get my revenge on the slime monster. Alright, I'm gonna hop on the table as well. I'll be table gained.
Yeah, you can still hit it from up on the table if you stand right there. Big slime.
I'm gonna swing Bark Splitter. Hopefully not too recklessly. Let's see. 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Okay.
So this time, instead of just hitting the slime, you connect with that kind of solid bone that makes up its skeleton.
Gross. Alright. 12 damage.
All right, and you feel that bone kind of crunch and shatter as shards of it go flying out of the slime and land at your feet. This slime here, it's decently damaged, but it's still alive. You can see kind of cracks in the bones of the skull, but it is alive.
And I still have my next action, right?
Of course.
All right, then I'll go for it again. 18 to hit.
Another hit.
And 6 damage.
All right, you swing again and carve off another piece of bone from the giant slime. And so now it looks even more wounded. It's got those cracks kind of spread throughout the entire skeletal structure that you can see kind of undulating within the slightly translucent slime. So, right, it is still alive, but it's looking even more wounded now.
Nice. That'll be my turn.
Very well. Then that will bring us to this poison slime here, the one that was just attacked. And it's going to retaliate by attacking the thing that's blocking its way. That's what it's going to prioritize, which is Nightshade. All right, so it's going to use Pseudopod on you, Nightshade, which will be a 15, which I think just barely hits you, right? You're 14, aren't you?
Yep, that's correct.
All right, and that's going to be 7 damage to Nightshade, 7 poison damage. As it just slams you with another one of those poisonous tendrils. But you haven't cleared its path. You're not dead, so it's gonna stay put. And that'll bring us to Bay's turn.
Well then. I got 2 spells left, gang. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna bonus action my healing. Oh, no. Yeah, my healing word for Irving. And then can I run around? Oh, what the?
You're on the draw too.
Oh, okay. Can I run around and shillelagh this man? This slime?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, bet. Oh wait, I'm a phew.
You can stand over that snake too if you wanted to.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
Let me just move him to the background. There you go.
And we're gonna bonk him. Bonk bonk. 15.
15 hit does hit.
9 bludgeoning. Be a small boy.
All right, yeah, you smash your staff into the slime, and not quite enough. 9 damage. You see the skull kind of crack right down the center, but it is still alive. Now badly wounded.
Sad face. Alright, well. Let's go team! That's my turn.
Very well. Then that'll bring us to Irving.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit him with some knives. 18 to
Okay.
hit.
18 does hit.
5 for the first one. And okay, 2-weapon fighting. It's like you don't add the modifier for
the second one.
Second
on the damage
one.
roll.
On the damage roll.
You still
Okay.
you're still just as accurate when you swing on the second one. It's just it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Well,
I can never
before you
remember the rules.
before you rolled that, I was gonna say the first hit does actually kill that slime.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Actually, you were just gifted player inspiration. So you killed that first one, so you have your second one. I would have used that roll, but you were actually Tasty just gifted you in the chat. Just gifted you inspiration, so you can mark that down.
Thank you so much, Tasty.
Somebody else gave inspiration too, didn't they? Forget what that. Who did it? If you did that in chat, let me know if I didn't use it. I forget if I didn't use it. You gave DJ inspo? Okay. So you can choose to use that now if you want to re-roll that 7, but you don't have to use it. You can keep the 7 if you want. But the one in front of you is dead.
Okay. All right. Okay, yeah, so that'll be the end of my turn.
Very well. Store that inspiration away for another day. Which one was that? Oops. Then that will actually just bring us right to Nightshade, because you killed the one that was going to go now.
Okie dokie.
That's the Nightshade. It's your turn. Just keep in mind that any attack roll spells that you use here will have disadvantage on them, because you're point blank with the slime.
Would Word of Radiance? It's a 5-foot radius spell.
Let me take a peek. That's one that people don't pick a lot. It's a cool one, but people don't pick it a lot. It's a save spell, so you would have no disadvantage on that.
Okay. Then yeah, I want to use the Word of Radiance.
Yeah. So that's a con save of 14. So the slime will make the save. And it rolls a 4, so it fails. So roll your damage.
Excellent. Come on. 10.
All right. Then the last poisonous slime is enveloped in that bright, radiant light. And when the light fades, as you all kind of cover your eyes to block out the light, as it fades, you just see that the slime is turned into a pile of ash on the ground.
Yeah.
They've given you one too, Bay, so you can mark down inspiration on your sheet as well. You guys can save those for the final boss. It carries across sessions. So
Woo!
but Just Hello has also given me one, so the final boss will have inspiration too.
Oh, what the fuck? What the frickle frack?
But as those two slimes fall dead, you all hear this kind of like metallic, horrific kind of screeching, and you look over towards the cauldron and see that it's sort of like imploding in on itself, as if it's kind of being sucked into a black hole from its inside. And as it kind of collapses inward, denting and bending the metal, it just kind of bursts in one last puff of sickly energy.
Oh no.
Not enough to damage you, just kind of, it explodes in a little bit of slime and sends a couple shards of metal flying. But it then falls still. And the kitchens are quiet around you.
What
As,
the? What is this
all of
kid's
the enemies
issue?
are defeated.
Oh my lord. I'm laying on the table. This has been a great time.
Hey there, kiddo.
So the small kid who was kind of cowering down behind the counter, now that you have defeated the enemies, he's no longer just kind of staring off into space and huddling by himself. He kind of looks around with those apple core eyes and notices your presence for the first time since you stepped foot in the kitchen. And as he sees all the creatures dead and the cauldron itself, similarly deceased, you see him kind of stop shaking. He's no longer trembling. And as he kind of stops trembling, he will just kind of reach out to hug whoever's closest. So you can group hug if you want, since you're all kind of there.
Yeah, let's do a group hug.
Yes, group hug.
I will turn my head from this group hug.
Don't worry, little guy. No one's gonna poison your food.
Yeah, you all give him a hug, and as you release it, you see him kind of turn into little wisps of shadow and fade away. And so now the four of you are alone in the kitchen, with only a crackling hearth to keep you company. What do you do?
Listen, guys. I would like to find a place to rest before we deal with another child. I have one spell slot left.
Well, there is a nice fire in here.
We gotta do something about the pig, though. Like, I was also gonna take a nap in here, but I keep looking at a carcass pig.
Yeah, I was about to say something about that.
Mm.
It's
The
just,
food isn't really appetizing, is it?
nah,
Not-
let's just throw
not
it on the fire.
particularly.
Let's throw it on the fire.
I
Extra fire.
was already a vegetarian, but this just made it extra bad.
I might turn veggie after this.
Is that spoiled shrimp?
Ugh.
It smells horrendous in this
Throw
room.
it away! Throw it
Irving-
cannot sleep
away!
in this
Irving,
room.
it is indeed, and it does smell like it too.
We cannot sleep in this
It's-
room. We got
Putting
sleep.
my hand over my mouth, mage hand,
must leave.
casting it into the flames.
Anyone who hurts fish and puts them on a plate are evil. Don't let Nightfish see the scene.
This
The
is.
crime.
Oh, it's too late. It's too late.
You spend some time casting the spoiled food into the fire that forged it, and
Everything.
and once the kitchen is clean and smells like burnt spoiled food and less like spoiled food,
Burnt.
what do you do then once you're satisfied with your work?
I'm passing out right here. Passing out right here, guys. I'm nice and comfy on this little table. I'm just sprawled out.
I'll go
Yeah.
towards the fire. Curl up like a
Curl up
little.
on some hard ground.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I have fluffy ears and a
You do have
fluffy
fluffy ears.
body.
Oh, did you use your ears as little pillows?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
I see. The mushroom, it's sturdy. It's not soft. You can't sleep on it. Use it as a seat, though.
Well, I mean, wait.
The seatbelt.
Not
A
a seat
seat.
belt. What's a seat belt? I don't know. It's a little seat.
Very well. Then some of you kind of curl up by the fire, but you lie down on the counter. And if you guys wish to do so, you can take a long rest.
Definitely wish to do so.
I do so.
Very well. Then you do your best to drift off to sleep. It has been kind of a long day in quotes because there isn't really day and night here. but you've been kind of exhausted by your journeying through the nightmare. And so you find it relatively easy to get to sleep, but once you're asleep, now the four of you are just plagued with awful nightmares. Every monster that you've seen so far comes back to chase you in your dreams. You are rested by the end of it, simply because you've slept for 8 hours, but you all kind of wake up slightly unnerved. So, make sure you hit the long rest button on your character sheet to refresh everything. And as you all wake up, what do you do next?
I just want to dream of sheep again. I want to have nice dreams.
Well, I
I
guess
think.
it's.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Everyone rested? Everyone feeling great?
not
Much
really.
better.
Yeah.
Define rested.
Your bones not broken?
I don't think they were to begin with, so I think we're
Woo!
good then.
We've always been rested. I gotta stretch out on this table. And what are all the children? What other child do we have?
I think the only one left is Elizabeth. The rest are gone.
Oh.
Irving is
Good
correct.
job, gang. High five.
Well, time to go find Elizabeth, I guess.
Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Does anybody not have healing spells?
Nope.
You do not.
I have one.
I pick up my stuff.
I
I have a
a little-
fish.
You have a fish. I have a healing potion, and I'm like, I don't think I need this. I have a lot
Oh,
of
and a
healing.
doggy.
So someone can have my healing potion.
Maybe. I mean, I'm doing pretty well, but maybe I'll take it just in case.
I will
I don't
hand
know.
it off to you. I will hand it off.
Mhm.
You up front.
Okay.
Sometimes you need an extra little plop.
If anybody is in dire need, I'm happy to throw it their way.
Nice, nice. I can't wait to die with everybody. Let's go!
So, you creak open the door that leads back into the second floor foyer and are now standing back on those upper hall, looking down off the balcony towards the foyer below. As you make your way out of the door and back into the gloom, you see that the light on the far door to the south, that had sort of dimmed once you crossed, is now completely extinguished. It just looks like an ordinary door now.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I would really like to speak to the manager of this nightmare realm about
Oh,
now.
we find in that manager. We gotta do the Karen march over. Do we knock at this point? Karens don't knock. Kick it open.
I'm going to report them to OSHA. So, you make your way into this last door to the south. And as you open the door, you find a staircase with a narrow little hallway that extends itself upwards to the attic. And as you reach the top of those stairs, this is where you find yourself.
All right, let's do this.
In the dimly lit attic, as you breathe in dust and darkness, you can see on the far wall a window that casts the only color in the room. Stained glass window. What do you do?
Um, uh, mm, mm-hmm.
Let's look
Alright,
out the window.
alright. Okay.
As the
What?
four of you step into the light from the stained glass window, you find it grows brighter and brighter until you can no longer see at all. It forces you to close your eyes so as not to be blinded by the light. And then, all of a sudden, it fades. And as it fades, you find yourselves transported to the end of the dream. You find yourselves transported to the coils of midnight.
Mm,
And that's
mm,
where we'll end the session today.
Ew.
Okay. Probably don't fuck with demons. This is the
Is that
exact
the
reason.
Is that the manager?
This is the manager.
The face.
He does not care about our complaints.
He's like, you wanted to speak to me?
No, that's exactly so. Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Well, this is gonna be great, guys. I am so excited for us.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
So we'll have to end here because Bay does
I
need
gotta
to
go.
dip out
Gotta
early.
go. I'm actually gonna dip right now. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. Right. Bye. Great. Love you
Take
all.
care.
Bye.
Eat an apple
Bye.
today.
Bye.
Yeah. So we'll end here for today. And then I believe Kat, you said that you can't make it next week.
Yeah, I'll be out of town.
All right. Well, we'll just maybe take the week off then. So we will have to skip next week, unfortunately. So this will be a double cliffhanger. Which it's a shame, but it is what it is, and that's D&D. It always happens. So we'll come back when we're able, and we'll have our final showdown against Mother Midnight. Should be very interesting. And yes, GB, I did do that on purpose. That was definitely an intentional reference. If you couldn't tell that I was making a Kingdom Hearts reference. So, to just quickly wrap things up, if you guys need to run, tell everybody where they can find you. So starting with Kat, let everyone know where they can find your streams.
Hello, I'm Cat Planet Shine, codename Sparkle Ryuichi. You can find me on Twitch for live streams, YouTube for archive content, and Twitter for just about anything else. All on at Sparkle Ryuichi.
Very well. And next, Boomy, let them know where they can find you.
Hello, everybody. You guys can find me on Twitter and Twitch at STFUBoomy. On Monday, I'm actually going to do a punishment game where I'm going to try and guess movie plots based on the title. So if you're interested in seeing me suffer, feel free to stop by. That's going to be at 8 p.m. on Monday.
That actually sounds like a lot of fun. I'll have to try to catch that.
It's not gonna go well, but we'll see.
Well, that's part of the fun. All right, and then just last but not least, Charlie, tell them where they can find you.
I'm on Twitter as Charlie Chorn, and I do art, and honestly, at the moment, just a bunch of random stuff.
That's
Uh,
valid.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, check out that art. All really good. So if you guys need to run, you can do so right now. But thanks for hanging out. I apologize that this is slightly shorter. It is what it is. You know, people have lives. It's not the end of the world. So we split the final session in half essentially. And so we'll do the second half later. It was going to be kind of like a 3-ish hour long session today that was the finale, but we'll do half and half. It's nothing wrong with that. Just means we get an extra week of Dreamwalker. So, if you want to be up to date on when that session's going to happen, because again, it's not 100% right now, just in case, you know, other people are busy, then follow me on Twitter, because I update all the stream stuff there. And if you want to join the community and talk about D&D and the campaigns that I run here, feel free to join our Discord. It's not just for my players, it's for whoever wants to take a look at fan art, discuss things, post memes about tabletop games. And if you want to get caught up on stuff, check out the archive. I move all the VODs from here over to YouTube so that they can be kind of documented and people can keep up with them. So if you want to go back and watch the beginnings of Dreamwalker, you can do so there. Or any other campaign that I run on this channel, which there are quite a few. So, last but not least, if you want to learn more about the living world that I run all of my campaigns in, which is of course called Gramloria, then you can check out our World Anvil. And that is where you can read about factions, deities, kingdoms, continents, all the stuff that you're gonna see on stream. You can read into the background of all that stuff and really kind of get to know the world through that link there. Other than that, coming up on the channel, we're gonna have the finale of Dreamwalker, and that will be very entertaining. I promise it's gonna be a really good boss fight. I'm very excited. And then following that, I'm trying to get some other stuff started up. So we got a couple different campaigns that could happen. I'm just gonna kind of let them pick from them once I get the groups together. But I have also confirmed, I can announce, I guess, I have confirmed with the Silver Song group that they are ready to go. So once Dreamwalker ends, we're gonna get Silver Song Season 2 to take that place. Not in the same day, but, you know, take that slot. Because I usually run about 3 campaigns when I'm able to. So we'll have some new stuff, and then we'll have some Season 2s going on at the same time. Silver Song Season 2, of course, will be called Free Crown. So if you wanna go back and watch Silver Song, you can find that on the archive channel. If you want to go get caught up with that, it's a perfect time to do it because Silver Song was a blast of a campaign. Fun players, fun characters, fun NPCs to RP, and a fun storyline. And they'll be coming back for a second season where they will deal with the ramifications of their actions. So check that out if you want to watch that. I promise you'll enjoy yourself. So that's what's coming up on the channel. In addition to that, we'll still be doing our Dark Souls nights from time to time, which is our randomized Dark Souls crowd control mod. So if you want to show up to that, I'm trying to beat Dark Souls while all the bosses and enemies are completely randomized and all of the items are randomized. And in addition to that, chat is able to spend their Monopoly money on sabotaging me and reducing me to 1 HP or making my character invisible or just hard resetting the game when they want to. So it was really entertaining when we did it last time. So we'll do that again soon. I don't have an exact day for it, but I'll announce it on Twitter, so stay posted there. It was really, really fun last time. Just pure chaos. So yeah, stay tuned for some of that stuff. That's what's coming up on the channel. It'll pretty much all of it's gonna be a good time, so stay tuned. And that's all I have for you tonight. So again, apologies for the shorter session, but you know, it's kind of comfy. Nice little short session. And we'll wrap up here. So thanks for hanging out. You guys can feel free to filter out. Flight time was literal hell. Yeah, it was. He's like damage to the screen. Yeah, how do you think I felt? With chat just sitting there with that loaded gun in their hand of the roll credits, refresh the game thing. their nuclear deterrent that they could use at any time. It's terrifying. And we even have our boy. I made him into an emote, by the way. That's what that is, GB. I don't think you can see it because you don't have better Twitch TV, but I did make him into an emote. So yeah. We'll wrap up here. We'll end the stream. And I'll see you guys next week on Monday. We'll hang out. It's the same one as the one in Discord, GB, so if you can see the one in Discord, then it's the same. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on Monday. Hope you all have a good night. Take care.